Before we begin, a quick warning. This episode of Inmate Tea with AMP discusses degrading and sexually exploitative treatment experienced by incarcerated individuals. Some details may be disturbing, so please listen with care. And today we hear from an inmate who bravely speaks out about the complete search procedure here in North Carolina, a practice that goes far beyond the standard squat and cough, crossing into abusive and humiliating treatment. No one was sentenced to sexual abuse or the violation of their dignity, and as families, we cannot allow this to go unchecked. And let's listen to his experience. Welcome to the podcast, Papa D. We're glad that you're joining us today. I know this is a sensitive topic, and so we really appreciate you coming on to share your personal experience with this.
Yes, sure do. I believe the world needs to know about how we are getting treated in here just because we're incarcerated.
Yeah. So kind of walk us through leading up to this search, where you were, what was the reason for the search?
All right. I was on the weight tower working out, and I was called to medical. So me thinking nothing of it because I'm a diabetic and I go take insulin. So I'm thinking it's just a regular call. Once I get down there, they have a fake eye doctor appointment that they want me to sign. So I'm getting ready to sign the paper. Then I realize my name ain't even on the paper. It's another person's name. So I'm like, this is not my slip. You had the wrong person. So they mark his name out and then write my name. So I was like, I thought that was kind of odd. So as I get up to leave, they just keep telling me, hold on. So I'm like, all right, I'm thinking, okay, sometimes they have code 3s and they lock us down while people move around. So is there a reason why you holding me? And she wouldn't give me an answer. She just kept saying, hold on. So officer comes from the back side of the medical and he says, come with me. So at first I asked him like, all right, where are we going? It's only one CO, so where are we going? And he's like, come on back here with me. So I asked him, I'm like, what reason do you have the script search? I'm just finished script search. I'm like, there's no reason. Nobody told you. It's like, I was told the script search it, and that's what we're going to do. I'm like, I've been locked up so long that I kind of know the basic procedure when it comes to just a regular script search. So I got back there and I continued to do what I had been doing for the last 17 years, which was a regular, squat and cough. This guy decided, oh no, he said, we're going to do everything over and we're going to throw it. We're going to do it slow. And he wants me to, okay, so lift your lips down, the bottom lip down, lift your top lip up, stick your tongue out. So I'm like, all right, that's pretty much typical.
Mm-hmm.
But then I do the squat and cough, and I do it. And he like, nah, I thought maybe I had done it wrong, so I do it again. And then he was like, nah, we ain't doing that no more. I'm like, I was kind of confused. What we ain't doing no more? He was like, turn around and bend at the waist. And I turned around and then I was like, all right. And he was like, no, bend at the waist and spread them. So I was confused as to spread what? What the hell are we spreading back here?
Yeah.
Spread. Yeah. So I'm like, so I tell him, I'm like, I'm not sure, I'm kind of lost. I'm used to the squat and cough. I'm not understanding what am I supposed to be spreading.
Papa D, how long have you been incarcerated?
I've been incarcerated
17 years. And in those 17 years, have you ever been asked to do this up until then?
No. 17 years, it was always the normal squat and cough.
Okay. And so finish explaining to us what he instructs you to do at this point.
Okay, now he instructed me to turn around, put my hands on my knee, bend over, put my hands on my knees, and he wanted me to reach back and spread my butt cheek.
Okay. And what is he doing
So,
at this point while you're doing it?
okay, and when I first started, it got weird because when I first started the strip search, he was probably about 5 feet away from me. By the time I'm naked, he's literally like 2 feet in front of me. So right there, I was very uncomfortable, and I requested staff assistance. I asked him to call somebody else because he was trying to get me to spread my butt, and I was like, call somebody else. I asked for staff assistance. I asked him to call somebody like 3 or 4 times. So another woman sergeant, she doesn't come in, but she stands at the door and she's saying, just do what he said, spread him. I'm like, I told her, like, look, you can go ahead and take me to the hole or do whatever you must do to me. But under no circumstances am I going to bend over, my hands on my knees, and spread my butt cheeks for a man that's 2 feet away from me.
Yeah.
And so I refused to spread him, and he pulled a can of mace off his hip. They have like 2 different size cans, and instead of going for the basic small one, he decided to go for the one that's like a fire extinguisher. And I was like, can you call somebody else? Just call anybody else down here. And he's like, I'm not calling nobody. You gonna spread your cheek or I'm gonna mace you. And I'm like, I said, you gonna mace me when I already squatted and called 3 times for you. And you done looked in my mouth, underarms. You done everything that you were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want me to, you still want me to touch my knees, bend over, touch my knees and spread them. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And he dumped the whole can of mace on me. He got to the point to where he started shooting it in my private part areas. And when I turned around to say about it, tell him, like, hey, man, you know, I'm pretty sure if they taught him to mace somebody, they didn't tell you to mace him in his private.
Yeah.
So he makes me in the privates when I tried to turn around.
Papa D, you explained to us so far that, you know, you complied with the strip search policy as you understood it for the past 17 years to squat and cough, and then this officer asked you to do some things regarding a strip search policy that you had never experienced before, as far as, you know, raising your lips inside your mouth, looking under your underarms, and then he asked you to turn around, bend at the waist, put your hands on your knees, and then reach back and spread your butt cheeks. And as you said, I've been locked up for 20 years and I've never experienced this. You've been locked up for 17 and you've never experienced this. And this type of degrading and dehumanizing action, you know, as a man, another man asking you to do this, for one, it's very disrespectful in the nature that they're doing it, and very dehumanizing and very degrading. And then for a person to be standing 5 foot away from you when they first ask you, and then by the time they request you to turn around and bend over and spread your butt cheeks, they're within 2 foot to a foot away from you. It makes you very apprehensive and makes you want to say, hey, what is this man's objective?
Yeah.
And see, yes, and they're using the new policy as a way to, they're giving these officers control to basically live out whatever weird fantasy they have on us, because no man would consciously accept a job where he's knowing he goes to work every day and he has to make a man spread his butt cheeks. Like, he wouldn't even agree to a search like that.
I mean, this man sprayed you with a can of bear mace and was spraying your private parts. And it's well known that this mace, it not only stains your skin, but it's designed to soak into your skin and burn you for hours, days.
It lasted like 3 or 4 days, see, and then they have the rule to where, like, once I was maced, I was literally going to be walked down the hall all the way to said butt naked. But another person stopped them and made them give me a shirt and a pants to put on. So I walked all the way to the hole barefoot. Once I got to the hole, they supposed to have I can't remember the proper name for it, but they have a word that once you're made, they put you in the shower.
Yeah, detox.
Yeah. They put you in the shower, and you're supposed to be able to rinse your eyes out. So the guys that got me, they put me in the shower where the hot water was at instead of the shower with the cold water with all the stuff for when you get maced, the water hose. So they put me in that shower first and had me thinking that it was the cold shower. I was blind. I couldn't see anything. So, and they guided me towards the button to press. So they told me to press that button. So when I pressed the button, immediately hot water came out and activated whatever was in the bear mace, and it started burning bad. So now I'm in the shower burning with the mace, and I have 7 or 8 officers laughing, having the time of their life. And so I yell out to them. I said, I'm still a human. I said, I'm still a human being. So why would you put me in the shower with the hot water and guide me to press it? And knowing what the hot water's going to do to me with the mace all on me. So after they laughed for about a good 10, 15 minutes, they decided to switch showers and put me in the cold shower. So a part of the cold shower is you're not even allowed soap to wash the mace off you. You just only in the shower to rinse your eyes out and get out. You're not even allowed to do a full body rinse. You have to wash your eyes and get out. And I was put in the cell. I was put in the cell, and for about 3 or 4 days, I couldn't even lay down. Like, it hurt to lay down. You have to stand up, and if you sit down, you have to kind of sit like leaning over. It's like the more your skin stretches, the more it burns. Yeah. So I ended up staying back there.
This is sick. This is sick treatment.
They pretty much made a mockery of you. They didn't even give you the proper detoxation from the mace as policy requires. And they also put you in a cell with no clothes, the same clothes that they gave you that was saturated with the mace. They made you sit in them clothes without giving you any clean clothes. Wash this mace out of your hair. They didn't allow you to wash this mace out of your private parts. That is in itself, cruel and unusual treatment. But they did this in the name of a strip search policy that is homosexual in nature, and it also violates your human rights. It violates your person. It violates the Constitution. It violates the laws that's been set out to protect us as individuals from staff mistreatment through these types of actions. But they had no disregard for this. Staff members had no disregard for the policy. They had no disregard for the training that they've been given. This is blatant and willful, cruel and unusual treatment.
Yeah.
At its best.
Yeah, because they get away with doing whatever they want to do with you. So now that like the prison that me and Pig had, like there's like probably 10 to 15 openly gay sergeants and officers, and they abuse this type of thing. This is what they've been dreaming of, like to get you in there and we can really tell you to bend over and at your waist and spread your butt cheeks. It's like they're not like hiding the fact that they are homosexual. So this new act just gives them a way to really violate and degrade you.
Going back to when the search was being administered to you, was it just one guard in that room with you, or were there multiple?
Oh yeah, it's one CO, and see the way that they trick the system is the script search room has no camera. Once you enter the room, the camera footage that drops. It's like the only thing that you see is you walk in and walk out. What happens in the room is anybody say so. So
yeah,
they don't have like and it's supposed to at least be another officer to verify what's going on. But they have given the officers the power to take you in there one-on-one and do whatever they want. It's literally your word against theirs, and with no camera footage, like, the system is designed to always take the officer word.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Papa D, if you will you tell us, after this incident, today, as you sit here and you give us this interview, can you tell us how you feel, how it makes you feel, how it made you feel at that moment, how it makes you feel now, going forward, how do you feel? How do you process this? How do you deal with this on a daily basis? Because I know it's got to be hard.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, on a daily basis now, it just feels like we as men, we have like this certain little mojo about us going. It's like now it's like the point to where you don't even feel the same anymore. It's like, dang, like I was really being forced to spread my butt for another man. Like it's like a man, a straight man, like things like that of that nature is like unheard of.
Yeah.
And it messes with you mentally. It messes with you mentally because for those brothers, like I'm not one of the brothers that actually does it when they tell them to. I'm the one that always gets maced and go to the hole. But for the ones that do it, it's like I know like that messes with the testosterone. Like, dang, am I still a man? I just opened my butt cheeks for another man to look in. Am I still a man?
Yeah, it's hard to even comprehend how someone wrote this and said, hey, this is going to be okay. And then for it to be passed down, it had to have been approved. And for everybody that looked at this policy and approved it, what is wrong with them? This is sick.
I mean, where's your level? Yeah, where's your human decency at? Where is your thought of a person's dignity and well-being? Because now you're putting men and women at risk of losing everything they have because you're willing to violate them in a way that no person should ever be violated ever in their life. The people that have designed this have come to the point of they have no disregard for the well-being of the people that they're overseeing. They say they're committed to protecting that was sentenced to serve our time in a humane and decent way. They're committed to rehabilitating us, and now they're went to the point of subjecting us to a policy of strip search that has made us hurt to having a mental health issue. We come in as normal people that had issues already, and now this makes you have even worse mental health issues. This makes you question yourself. This makes you question everything about you when another man can violate you in this state.
And they're giving free reign. They're giving free reign to the correctional officers to sexually abuse the incarcerated.
Yes.
Yeah. They even went on. They even went on to update the policy to where now it's saying when you come in to be strip searched, it will tell you to stand up. You have to. Once you strip, they are allowed to get a comb and a flashlight and comb through your pubic hairs. And now you have to basically hold the head of your penis and pull your skin back for them to look at. Then you turn around and now you have to separate your penis and your testicles and lift your testicles up one by one. Then you have to turn around, put your hands on your knees, bend at the waist, and you have to spread your butt cheeks. But you have to hold your butt cheeks open while they are allowed to flash the flashlight at your anus and look.
Yeah, and somebody that come up with this policy, as April said, and anybody that's willing to perform this, they need to question themselves. They truly need to sit down and question themselves and say, hey, what is my mind frame? What is my state of mind? Where have I gone? Because you are requesting somebody to do this. This has gone beyond a strip search. This has gone to a state of voyeurism. This has gone to a state of sexual exploitation. This has gone to a state of degradation. And this state of degradation is stripping men and women of being free from sexual abuse and sexual treatment, because this is literally a form of exploitation. We're seeing sexual exploitation cases all the time on TV. And this is what this is. The state is giving their officers free range to sexually exploit inmates. And then there's nothing to be done. And if we refuse, as we've heard today, they're going to spray you with mace. They're going to handcuff you and take you to the hole and leave you in the hole. If you act out violently and you assault one of the staff in the name of your dignity, stripped of your visitation for the rest of the time you're in prison. You're shipped out of the state of North Carolina for 5 years. You're left on lockup anywhere from 3 to 5 years. You will never see your family again. You will never touch your family again. So they're putting inmates in a position to either succumb to sexual violation or give up everything they got. This is a deterrent from getting visitations with your lawyer. This is a deterrent from getting visitations with your family, from joining and taking part in programs, from going outside to doctor's visits. It makes you not even want to go get medical treatment, because if you go get medical treatment, as Papa D told us, they took him from medical. Well, Papa D, we thank you for coming on and giving us your story. Today is a day to ask the Department of Adult Corrections and anyone that's listening to this to request a thorough investigation into these incidents and take a serious look at the policy that we've been subjected to in the North Carolina prison system, and take a stand against sexual predators, against sexual voyeurism, against sexual exploitation of inmates, because we were sentenced for a crime to do our time. We weren't sentenced to be dehumanized and robbed of our dignity. So I appreciate Papa D for coming on and sharing this with us.
Yes, thank you so much. And thank you for listening to Inmate Tea with AMP. What we've heard today is a painful reminder that incarceration should never equal abuse. Keep standing, keep speaking, and keep advocating, because change only comes when voices are heard.